Today is a good day because we're gonna focus on one of my favorite guitarists, Jimi Hendrix, and especially his strumming rhythm technique. This is a song called You've Got Me Floatin'. Jimi Hendrix, You've Got Me Floating, fantastic rhythm guitar part. And I might be a little bit distracted today because we have new kittens, but, well, it's not really a problem, is it? Is it, Bono? No, oh. Okay. Now, back to Jimi Hendrix. This is all about the rhythm guitar, right? When you think of Jimi Hendrix, you probably think about playing with your teeth and this great guitar solo work. But the man's rhythm guitar stuff was actually phenomenal as well. Now he has this thing that he's doing, which he's also doing in this song, and basically the first thing you need to learn is to have the thumb and the ring finger right here, 5th fret and the 7th fret, bottom string and the D string, and this is basically your position. This is the first thing you need to learn, and the idea is not to hear the A string at all. Now if you can do that, then he has this particular rhythm that he's playing. Tick, 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 tick. Down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down, and so on. And a bit faster. Then you want to play around with pressing down and lifting off the fingers. I'm not doing anything at all here. This is just, the basic position. Perhaps a bit of hammer on, pull off, and that's it. And that already sounds very much like Hendrix, doesn't it? And I can very easily imagine that many of these songs that Hendrix wrote just came about by improvising. It's all just an improvisation. Now that looks incredibly complex, but basically you need to know two things. The basic position, little tricks that you can use, and add the rhythm. It already sounds quite good. Now in the song, You've Got Me Floating, there's basically a melody like this. That's very simple. When you play it, it sounds so incredibly difficult, right? And complex. But basically, it's just me doing da 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 ya da da. But it's all embellished with this. And together. Now, there are some nice little touches you can add. For example, some of these stock licks that I tend to use is this one. Hendrix chord. You can just practice by playing the sort of A octave and just do the rhythm. And see if you can add that Hendrix chord. All it is basically is just the pinky on the 8th fret on the 2 top strings. And not much else. Notice that I tend to do a very fast pull-off. Lots of hammer-ons and pull-offs. Now you can do like a hammer-on and pull-off on the G string while playing the bar. That sounds cool, but you can also use open strings. I tend to like that one as well. Okay, let's play what Hendrix is playing in the song You've Got Me Floating. First, without all the bells and whistles, in a slow tempo like this. 2, 3. And then you simply add, whenever you can, a little embellishment. More bass, perhaps. With the bells and whistles. 2, 3, 4. It's sort of hard to explain what I do or what Hendrix is doing because so much is actually by feel, or it's something you don't really think about, eh? I guess it comes from doing it like 10,000s of times until you don't have to think about that stuff anymore. Now this is the verse, and then we have the chorus, which is sort of almost the entire song. And then it's just like a very simple riff, really. But the great thing is that even when you play such a simple riff, Hendrix is able to spice it up and do something extra. A bit of vibrato here on this index finger. And of course, everything is done with this muting technique of his. Yeah? Slide bend. That makes it sound a little bit unusual. Until you get back to the beginning. And so on. Jimi Hendrix, what's not to like? You can find some basic tabs for this song on my Patreon side, of course. Let's end with playing the verse and the chorus in a medium tempo. I'll play it without all the bells and whistles, and then with all the extra stuff, the icing on the cake. I will see you next time. 1, 2, 3, 4.